Okay, from lava to another wonder of Mother Nature, a solar eclipse. Now, the last one was just 12 days ago, but the only places on Earth you could watch it from were places like northern Norway. But that didn't stop a Spanish team from trying to document it all with a 360-degree view from the edge of space.
Early morning, Lleida, Spain. In a few hours, the skies will turn black and the Earth will fall briefly into darkness. Two teams are hoping to document those precious minutes. And this one's in high spirits. Meet half of the Space Tech group, Zero to Infinity. Their goal? To be the first to record the solar eclipse in a 360 HD view from the stratosphere.
Today we have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to record a total solar eclipse. It will be one in thousands of years that will happen over the North Pole.
Because conditions are so harsh, launching the other balloon in Svalbard, Norway is a huge gamble.
But we were aware of how complicated it is, so we decided to do a backup flight here in Spain, at least with a partial eclipse. I think it's going to be too far, but the sun is not too shiny to see it on the camera. Can consider that as a test. Main difference between this flight and the one in Norway, the trajectory is completely different. The winds here are low, very low. Svalbard is an island, so there is a huge risk of falling in the water. So you need a perfect day to launch. Here in Spain, you need one day, and most of all the days are possible.
Today, the team is using a zero-emission balloon to document the event from near space. At least, that's what they're shooting for.
The equipment that we used in this balloon was a latex balloon of 1.6 kilo. The payload that was suspended below this balloon was of 2.2 kilograms in total. Suspended below it was a GPS tracker. Then we had the cameras. There was a spherical rig with 6 GoPros that record the full sphere around the camera, like Google Street View, but with a video. The most difficult aspects of this project is basically controlling the ascent speed, which depends on the amount of helium that you introduce, to be sure that you get an altitude enough to be high enough to see the eclipse, but not too high that the balloon bursts. We have authorization to launch.
Letting go is the easy part. Recovery is a different story.
Well, we're not very far. It's about 60 kilometers away. Compared to the one happening in Svalbard, the trajectory is 250 kilometers. Now, what I'm doing now is first I'm checking trajectory that I did before launching. It's similar to the real trajectory, and the ascent speed of the balloon, it's similar to the expected one. So the balloon has landed a few minutes ago, and we are about 1 kilometer away from it, just following the track, so in a few minutes we will be there. Over there. Well, you always get excited because you never know where it has landed. It can land in a simple field like this one here, or it can land in a more complicated place, and you never know who can be there. So yeah, you usually want to get there as soon as possible. It's kind of the game that we played. We missed it today.
We are switching off all the equipment to get sure that nothing is running.
He's just checking if everything recorded well.
It's broken. When the balloon is descending, it passes through a very cold part of the atmosphere. So as soon as it touches down, so the plastic is very brittle and almost always breaks. In one of the cameras, we don't have a full memory flash memory, so we don't know until which point it has recorded the flight. This is going to be the world's first, we hope.
Back to the office to view the footage.
Well, I think that the video is nice, but we have to see if we can see a better image of the sun and the shadow of the moon.
The team had hoped for better results.
Here in Barcelona, we have a partial eclipse. and you will not be able to see the eclipse that clear.
Conditions in Svalbard were clear, but because trajectories and recovery proved so challenging, the team opted to record the event from a hot air balloon instead. Not where they had hoped to end up, but still a pretty good view.
Well, they didn't quite achieve what they set out to do, but they say that they're going to put what they've learned on this test run to help them chase the next total solar eclipse, which happens to be in the Philippines and Indonesia next March.